today. I'm going to be reviewing another beer that I picked up at Aldi. The last beer that I did, the Wild Range IPA, was 10 out of 10. $6.99, 6.9% alcohol, great flavor, great aroma. Everything about it was great. This also is from Aldi. This is called a View Lemon Shandy. It's a Weiss beer with natural lemon and coriander. It also was $6.99 at Aldi. This one is not 6.9% alcohol. This just says it's a product of Belgium, but I don't see the alcohol content on here. 11.2 fluid ounces, so they're kind of, you're not getting a full 12 ounces here. But I'll pull up the ABV and I'll put it in the description because I don't know what it is. I just know that it's not 6.9. So let's crack this thing open and get it into a bottle and see what it looks like. It's very light coming out, typical shandy. Those are like light beers. You want to taste the fruit that they've put in there. So this is a lemon shandy, so it's got a very, very pale yellow color. Quite a bit of carbonation. Big white head. And it's lemony. As I say, with these shandies, they're hit or miss with me. Most of the time they're a miss because there's either too much of the fruit flavor and not enough beer flavor, or there's not enough of the fruit flavor and there's too much beer flavor. A shandy should be a nice blend of the fruit and the beer. So I want to be able to taste both of those when I drink it. I don't want to just taste one and not the other. So that being said, I cannot believe how pale this beer is. I mean, a light beer, a light American beer is very pale. This, down at the bottom of the glass, is almost see-through to the point of actually being clear. The yellow comes up here where the glass starts getting thicker, but down here at the very bottom, it honestly, with the bubbles stuck to the side, looks like there's Sprite down here. That leads me to believe that this is probably going to be very light on the flavor. But let's get it in the mouth and see what she tastes like. Okay, first sip, lemon. No beer, it's lemon. It smells like lemon, and tastes like a lemon soft drink. Not getting really any beer flavor whatsoever. Due to the fact that, I mean, really, it's a very pleasant aroma. It's lemony. It smells like it would be very refreshing. And it is refreshing, but like I say, with a shandy is beer, typically a lighter beer, mixed with fruit of some sort. In this case, it's lemon. So, if you're going to mix the beer with lemon, you don't want it to just taste like it's a lemon drink. You want it to taste like it's a beer with lemon in it. This has a nice amount of carbonation, but the flavors that it's putting on my tongue is all lemon. I think in this case, This beer come from Belgium. Uh, I think they should have used a more flavorful beer in the shandy, because I mean that is just so it's just so light that there's light beers typically aren't packed with flavor anyway. So if you take a light beer, in this case it seems like it's a very light beer, and add lemon to it, you get basically a carbonated lemon flavored drink. If you don't like beer, but you like bubbly fruit drinks, you would probably like this. Like I say, when it comes to shandies, the best tasting shandies that I've had so far come from Narragansett Brewery up in Rhode Island. They got the perfect mix. You can taste the fruit and you can taste the beer exactly the way it should be. Shoreview's version of a lemon shandy it falls way short for me because it is no beer. There's no. Oh, I wish you could see. I don't know if the camera's going to capture that or not. How actually pale this is. The carbonation is great. I mean, I'm sitting here watching the bubbles as they're coming up from the bottom. It's a great amount of carbonation. It's just, I mean, zero. There is 0 scent of beer. I don't smell anything beer related coming off of this. And the flavor, I got to give it this. It's cold and it is refreshing. So, hot summer day, you want to throw, a couple of these back. You might throw the whole 6-pack back. It would be refreshing. But you're not going to get any beer flavor whatsoever off of this. Now, in some of the beers I've reviewed that taste similar to this, where I believe Goose Island, it's called their, I believe it's their West Coast IPA, to me, tasted very similar in the fact that it was all the fruit and didn't taste like any beer whatsoever. But that one had 7% alcohol. So you could drink it, and you get 2-3 into it, and you're going to be feeling goofy. This, like I say, I looked them up online the other day, and I want to say that the ABV on this was in the 4% range. But like I say, I'll double check it. I'll put it in the description to let you know. If you want to go to Aldi and you want a great beer for the price, this is $6.99, just like the Wild Range IPA. The Wild Range IPA was a much better buy because at the same price, it was 6.9% alcohol, and it tasted like beer. It was very flavorful. It's an IPA, so it has that, the typical IPA flavor to it, but it tasted like beer, and it had 6.9% alcohol. With this one, you're going to spend $6.99. I'm positive it's going to have less alcohol, and you get no beer flavor, but you do get the lemon flavor. So if you want a carbonated lemonade that's got a little kick to it, and I mean, I'm pretty sure just from the flavor of this, the alcohol presence is not, the alcohol presence is so slight that, like I say, it doesn't matter if it's 4%. If you drink enough of them, you're going to get drunk. But that's the difference between light beer drinkers who like to drink light beers at a party, at a get together, whatever. They might drink 6 of them, 12 of them, 30 of them, the alcohol content is lower in those, so it takes more of them to start feeling anything. And especially if that's what your body's used to. What I've found, especially since I've started reviewing and drinking different beers all the time, is if it's a beer that I've never tried before, even if it's a low ABV, I tend to feel it sooner. I don't know if it's just because maybe your body gets used to what your typical beer is, so when you put something different in there, your body doesn't treat it the same way. It recognizes this is different, so now you start feeling it. You know, I've had some low ABV beers that when I had just the one doing a review, I'm like, wow, I feel it. I can feel it. One beer and I can feel it. Whereas, you know, if it's your go-to beer, let's just pick one for example, say Coors Light. If you drink Coors Light all the time, and you drink some Coors Light, and you drink a lot of Coors Light, you know, you might drink 6 of them and you can be straight as an arrow. You know, it's going to take a lot. And my whole opinion on that is, you know, Coors Light, it's a relatively cheap beer. If you buy it and it takes you 12 of them to feel anything, you can take the money that you spent on that 12-pack and go buy a 6-pack of something different. And I guarantee that you're going to feel it within the 6-pack, whereas on your go-to brand, it takes more. That's how it is with me anyway. I tend to, the alcohol affects me more when it's a brand new beer type that I've never tried before. So, and the thing is about the more expensive beers, I mean, you can get expensive beers that are low ABV, but like I say, some of the beers I buy, let's just say Dragon's Milk, it's like 10% ABV, and it's expensive. You get it in a 4-pack, it's expensive, but it's a bourbon barrel beer. When you drink it, you can taste the bourbon, and trust me, you're going to taste the alcohol. The alcohol presence is right up front. It punches you right in the mouth. So it's good, but it's a strong flavor. So if you're a light beer person, you probably wouldn't like Dragon's Milk. But if you can buy a 4-pack for, you know, some of those $15, $20. I don't know exactly how much the Dragon's Milk costs 4-pack, but if you can buy a 4-pack and you only drink 3 of them and you're toasted, you're going to accomplish the same result if you drink 18 Coors Lights. I mean, but who wants to drink 18 Coors Lights? All you're going to be doing is running back and forth to the bathroom. You know, you drink 3 Dragon's Milks, trust me, you'll be done. So, I'm going to wrap this up. Like I say, this is an Aldi beer, View Lemon Shandy from Belgium. I'm going to give this one a thumbs down, strictly because I'm a beer reviewer. This is a beer, but it doesn't taste like beer. So, it's going to get a thumbs down from me. Yes, it's refreshing. When it's cold, it's lemony. It's carbonated. It's light. But it just doesn't have the beer flavor. So, I'm going to give this one a pass. Meaning I'm going to pass it up. I would not buy this one again. I would buy the Wild Range IPA from Aldi because totally a different story. Total other end of the spectrum. It was flavorful, delicious, great carbonation, great alcohol content, same price as this. So you can either pay $6.99 and get something here or pay $6.99 and get something here. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you for joining me again today. I got one more Aldi beer to review. Like I said, my wife picked up 3 different 6-packs. Hopefully, you know, if lemon's your thing and beer isn't, definitely go pick this up. But if you like beer, this is gonna be a thumbs down. So thanks for watching. Hope you hit that like and subscribe. I know a lot of you are watching, not subscribing. I wish you would, because one of these days I'm going to review something and it's really going to be your wow moment. You're going to try it and you're going to fall in love. I swear you are. And the only way you're going to know that is if you subscribe and you watch the review. I'll try it so you don't have to, so you can find out if you like it or not. So, until next time.